Hey everybody, it's November 21. This is your Thursday check-in. I'm just offering up an alert to an extent to make sure that you remain diligent in all of the research or reading for research that you're doing. That if you need any assistance, I am available naturally. And if you're having issues, with finding substantive, authentic, relevant, coherent, and peer-reviewed materials to support your recommendations for the final project, please let me know. I know that I've been reading some of the discussion board comments for Mod 4, and many of you expressed how, quote, hard it is. You have to have a strategy when you're approaching a course like this. Chunking is one of the best methods, one step at a time. But unfortunately, you cannot avoid having to do in-depth, detailed reading of scholarly materials. This is not like a multiple choice exam that you're pulling from a book. You're gathering, as bachelor's level students, you're gathering information that's been written by people who have invested a tremendous amount of time and energy and their own education and experiences into offerings, call them articles, journals, books, etc., that they share with us in order to improve our knowledge which allows us to be better practitioners. All right. So whether you think this is hard or not, I always go by the old saying, I asked God for strength and he gave me weights to lift. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So I just wanted to clarify that. Yes, this is hard, but you have me in the wings supporting you, so make sure you stay in contact. Make sure you look at the capstone project template. Please review that so it gives you a kind of a game plan, does it not, if you haven't looked at it already? All right, as we're going up to Mod 5, right, look at your Milestone 3 guidelines and rubric and make sure that you go word for word, slowly, what the expectations are. In the first two milestones, you opened a line of communication with a law enforcement agency, or you worked with me to identify a problem that you can successfully work on your own without having to get on the phone with somebody who may not call you back. All right, you discussed the problem with the agency or me, etc. You wrote your issue/problem statement clarifying the issue. You started to conduct your research and submitted a literature review through your agency needs assessment, what you have found. Now you're going to put it all together and start to submit your findings and recommendation report. All right. For this milestone, you will submit a findings and recommendations report developed from your literature review and your outline you submitted in milestone 2. That's why it was so imperative for people. I try to encourage as many people to do two things. Make sure that you read, three things, and read the announcements, watch the videos, contact me for questions, and make sure you look at the expectations of the rubric. So anyway, remember to consult the capstone project template. Let's take a look at the elements that must be included. You have a statement of need, right? What is going on? Why are you investigating? What is the need being expressed by people who may be victimized in the area of your concern by whatever crime or criminal activity is occurring? Program recommendations. You will describe your overall evidence-based recommendations. That means based on research, what has been said, not opinion, evidence-based recommendations that adhere to ethical standards, not violating the law or any code of ethics. Also describing how and why. This is critical, gang. How and why these recommendations will make a positive difference in the agency or community, city, town, etc., that you're working in and or for. How you consider the impact of globalization when making recommendations. Now, if your problem that you're investigating does not have any global implications, it is not an international criminal issue. Some of them are. You have to make that decision. If some of you are investigating drug-related, narcotics-related distribution problems, such as fentanyl, there is no doubt, as you know, the literature or the news will just tell you where and who the players are, and most of them are from overseas. Understand? all right? And how technology, what kind of technological advances is law enforcement, okay, the criminal justice system being able to apply, all right, in order to solve problems, right here, see it? Recommendations is solving problems. How would the problems be solved based upon what you read? Goals and objectives. This is an opportunity for you to offer a comprehensive, what does that mean? That's detailed, all right, of what your recommendations aim to do and how they will address the agency or community need. You define your potential measurable improvements in organizational culture and community relations. All right, potential. Do not make definitive conclusions, but potential. It may impact the problem. If there are niche resources or people or organizational administrative needs, you need to do that. Some of you are looking at some of the shortfalls of some of these agencies, i.e. money, staffing, and they're not able to keep up with the problems that they're doing, okay, or that they're responsible for. Evaluation plan. Look up the word evaluation. Make sure you understand what that means to evaluate. Okay, that's, you're assessing something for its effectiveness. Will it be successful in your mind based upon what you've read? Okay, how will the victims, the agency, the town, how will they know they will be successful in meeting the goals of your recommendations? Okay, this is big. What methods will be used to evaluate success? In other words, how will you measure it? Will it be quantitative? What type of measures will you use? Who's going to be tasked with that? What data will need to be collected? All right? How will you measure it? Measurement requires statistics. Call it data. It could be qualitative or quantitative data, but data is the term we use for information that is congruent to a problem that we're investigating, that we need to measure to show that is it occurring and there are trends, etc. This must be 5 to 8 page Microsoft Word. Do not fret over the page length. I'm looking for quality. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Coherence, quality, excellent grammar, because that's what our profession demands. Okay, and make sure that you read through this, digest it, especially those things in color. Those are your program outcomes, all right? And that's what this is measured against. These are the outcomes, okay, that you are, quote, I hate to say the word graded, but assessed on relative to the final project you'll be delivering. So I hope this helps clarify the expectations of the Milestone 3 guidelines and rubric as we move towards Module 5 rather quickly.